G'day, Josh here, back on the EA test server with a ton of news about the very next big game update. There are some very exciting features that I've kind of previewed some of on my various social media channels, and of course I dropped that what we know about the coming Showdown changes video on YouTube recently as well. So I've got some additional details on all of the things that I've mentioned, plus more on an update that's going to be hopefully in the app stores on Monday, so not too much longer to wait. I've written down a list of everything so I don't forget everything, and I'm going to work through it top to bottom. So we're going to start off by jumping into my team on the test server, and you will see here that there's some significant changes to the way that this looks. Now, before I get into this any further, keep in mind that this is the test server. Nothing in here is locked in 100%. Things are still potentially likely to change before the update hits the app stores, so not necessarily everything you see will make its way in the exact same state to the global release in a few days' time. So we're going to start off with user-defined lineups, and you can see on the left-hand side there, I can toggle between the lineups that I have here. By default, you have the gameplay style lineups, and then you have up to 5 customizable user-defined lineups. Let's go ahead and add a new one. We're going to call this video because it's for our YouTube video. We're going to hit create, and now we can customize this however we like. We can go in here and we can put whichever players we want in there. Let's say we want John Wall in there, and just the way that all of our regular lineups have worked, the gameplay style lineups have worked to date. Let's go Trevor Ariza. So maybe this is like a Harvest theme lineup, which means we would need as our shooting guard, who's a Harvest player? I may not have any Harvest players. We'll put Middleton in there. He's from the Black Friday promo. And then what you can do is you can actually lock that lineup, which is new, and it's a very nice feature. You hit save, so there's no way you can accidentally change that without unlocking it. You can't hit the best lineup button anymore until you actually go in there, unlock lineup, and then you have the ability to change things again. Now, if we go back to our number one lineup, this is the one that I'm going to use for the rest of the video to show you some additional features that are coming. If you see in the top right hand corner of the NBA lineup panel, you will notice that there are 2 jerseys and a court in that graphic. If I click on that, you will see now that I have the ability to go in and edit both my home and away jerseys and the courts. So the courts, we've got a few there. You've seen all these. By default, I have my Philadelphia 76ers court set. You will not start with all of these collectibles. You will only start, so this is important to keep in mind actually, when the update hits on Monday, when you go into your app store, download the update, and then jump back into the game, whatever team you have set as the active team that you're using, so for me it's the Philadelphia 76ers, by default you will get their home court and their home and away jersey. So if you want a specific team's home court and their home and away jersey, make sure to set that team as your active team before you go into the game once the update has been installed. Now, in terms of the jerseys, you will not start off with all of these. This is just a test server, so there's been a whole bunch of jerseys added. But you can see here that as an Orlando Magic fan, I've actually set the Hardwood Classics throwback jersey as their home jersey and the City Edition jersey as their away jersey. And you can also really easily swap their positions around if you would like to do so as well, which is really, really nice. And what that means is if we go back out in and would use our daily beats event here, just the free stamina refill to test out what that looks like. And I'll give you an example of just what these custom jerseys look like. So let's hit play. We're going to be using Allen Iverson. Now, it is important to keep in mind that the jerseys are being released over time. So they will not be in the game immediately, starting on the 10th, Monday the 10th, which is just over a week from now. Unless that date gets pushed out, which is a possibility, but hopefully starting on the 10th, we will start to see them added, possibly in Showdown as some of the top placement rewards. I believe, I believe here that the Showdown season starting on the 10th will have City Edition jerseys with a fan boost for the top placement rewards. So you'll definitely want to be grinding out the Showdown season that starts on the 10th of December. Now this is Iverson using the Throwbacks Edition Magic jersey. It looks really, really nice. This is my favorite Magic jersey of all time, and the fact that I can now possibly collect and wear this in-game is so exciting. I know that a ton of people have been waiting for this feature to be added. There will also be City and Statement Edition jerseys coming, so there's going to be some really exciting stuff. You've got your home and away jerseys by default, your City Edition jerseys, your Statement jerseys, your Hardwood Classics throwback jerseys for some teams, and I'm sure there will be other jerseys, maybe like the Christmas jerseys and things coming. So there's going to be tons of customization options in the game in the future, and it's really exciting. I cannot wait. I'm going to go back to my team. I'm going to hit view all items, and you'll see in the top right there, I have 665 jerseys. They're currently showing in alphabetical order. There are a few of each rarity for each team because there's different boosts that you can collect them with. Coin boost, XP boost, fan boost. There'll probably be even more. But let's just do a scroll through. You can see there that Sixers City Edition jersey. Heaps of Sixers. Every team has heaps of jerseys. There's the Bucks City Edition jersey. There is the Bulls City Edition jersey. Let's just go through each team. There's the Cavs. There's the Celtics City Edition jersey. That one is not as exciting. Then we've got LA Clippers. That one looks pretty nice. I'm going to skip through these pretty quick. The Grizzlies. Then we've got the Hawks. That's their Hardwood Classic. There's their City Edition. Then we've got Miami's Vice Edition jerseys. They look really nice. Then we scroll down to the Buzz City Edition jerseys for the Hornets. Their Hardwood Classic throwback jersey looks real nice as well. Then we continue to scroll down. We've got the Utah Jazz. I love that City Edition jersey. I might actually test that one out in game real quick for you as well. There's a few that I want to go through and test. We've got the Sacramento Kings City Edition jersey. We keep going down. New York. Then we've got the Lakers. Then we've got, of course, the Magic, although, do you see it here? No, you don't see it here because it's currently being used in one of my lineups. It is important to note you can set these for different lineups. I'll go back in and show you there as well. So the Mav City Edition, the City Edition for the Nets, so many of these. The Nuggets are looking real nice there as well. There's their Statement Edition. Do they have a City Edition? I think their Statement Edition is their City Edition. There's the Pacers. Then we keep going down. There's the Pelicans. We have the next Detroit looking like a racing car there. There's the Raps. I really like that one actually. It's a classic looking jersey. Then we've got the San Antonio Spurs with their digital camo. We've got the Suns with that bright purple uniform. There's OKC's City Edition and their Statement Edition as well. There's the T-Wolves with that Prince Purple Rain uniform. That looks so nice. I'm going to have to test that one out as well. There's their bright green Statement Edition uniforms. They look fantastic too. There's the Trailblazers. There is Golden State's. And we're getting very close to the end now. The Wizards, the District City Edition jerseys, and that wraps that up. So if we go back here, you'll notice that for my NBA lineup, I have those City and Throwback Edition jerseys. But if I wanted to change, say, the video that I set here, the video lineup, we can go in and we can change, we can scroll all the way across. This is going to take a while because there are a ton of elite jerseys, but we can scroll all the way across until we get to the silvers, and then I can choose one of those City Editions, and we can then go in and do some gameplay with that. Now, basically, anywhere that doesn't force a team on you, you can use these as your home and away jerseys, which is in most places, Showdown, League, Season. I think the only places that really force a jersey in a court at this point in time are the impact events and any promo specific events. So what City Edition jersey do I want to jump in and use here? The Miami Vice ones are nice. Let's go with those Utah Jazz jerseys. And while we're here, I'll just queue up one more so we can switch it in. I'm looking for the Purple Rain. Scroll across a little bit more. Where are they? There they are, the T-Wolves. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go back to Daily Beats. We're going to go back into that stamina event, except this time around, I'm going to select my fourth lineup, the video lineup, hit play, and we're going to be using the Utah Jazz Edition jerseys as our home jersey, and you'll be able to see that we're now playing in a bright orange jersey. Look at that. That looks fantastic. It looks so good to have that jersey in game. Oh, I really, really like that. That is for sure. And let's quickly jump back out. Go back into that lineup and swap that jersey over. I don't think it's something you can do from in here. Oh, you can do it from in here. Oh, that is fantastic. So you don't even have to go all the way back out. You can just click that bit at the top left, swap the jersey over right there, and then you can hit play. I really like that feature. So let's test out the Purple Rain Minnesota Timberwolves City Edition jersey. Oh, that is looking like straight fire. Wow, these jerseys are so nice. Now, I am going to spend some time after I've finished this video. I'm going to go through and get a little bit of footage with every single City Edition jersey so that you get a sneak peek at what every single one of them looks like in game. So make sure that before you finish watching this video that you stay to the very end so you can keep an eye out and get a little glimpse of what every single City Edition jersey is going to look like in game. That is something that I will finish the video with. I won't be talking through that part. It will just be a quick montage of every single City Edition jersey. So let's hit continue. The next thing that I want to touch on, we're going to jump into the Elite Player Spin event here, is there's been some gameplay changes. Rebounding has been worked on. Missed dunks and contested AI shots are also being tuned, so that is really, really positive. There's also what's called Wow Moments. A Wow Moments camera has been added. Now, this camera has already been in the game, but it has really only been for buzzer beaters and for clutch abilities. But now if you go in for a really spectacular dunk or alley-oop or clutch type shot, then you have a small chance of a slow-mo cam zooming in and highlighting the play. I believe that if the slow-mo cam, the Wow Moments cam engages, that means it is going in. I don't think it engages on missed shots. I'm not 100% on that. Did that inbound just occur without the player stepping out of bounds? Let's see if I can get another dunk with John Wall. I'd really like to see if I can get that Wow Moments camera to happen for you on this video. I'm not 100% sure if it will happen. I don't know the frequency of it. While playing around on the test server, I have had it kick in twice. And it was quite cool, and both of the shots that it kicked in on did actually drop, which is, oh, you see there is new shot feedback as well. That is something else that I wanted to mention. So it gives you, there's a Wow Moments camera. So this dunk is a guaranteed make. Bang, John Wall hits that, and there we get that balanced. Balance was controlled. The shot was controlled, I guess. The defense gives you an indication of where the defense was, whether it was open or not, contested, etc. And also the relevant rating. So it was obviously the dunk rating for that. So if I go for another shot, this one here with Gordon, you'll see that those statistics come up again. Controlled, open, and 93 dunk rating. So they're all green. You're obviously looking for green in every one of those categories with your shot feedback. If I attempt this shot right here, the feedback will be horrible. It will be red, out of range. 86 is a low rating. It was open, so that part was green. So there is definitely new shot feedback as well. Oh, there is so much coming. I think that is about it. So let me just recap what I've gone through there. User-defined lineups. Let me jump back into my team. So let's open that later. We don't need to do that now. My team. So we've got those user-defined lineups, which are fantastic. And the fact that you can choose which of those you play against opponents as well. If I was to go into Showdown, for instance, although there's no one grinding Showdown on the test server, you can choose the lineup you want to use just by using those arrows, which is really, really nice. So you've got that, the customizable lineups, the user-defined lineups. You've got those jersey and court customizations that can be unique to each individual lineup that you have there as well. You've got that big moments camera for special in-game moments, new shot feedback, and not only just shot feedback but general in-game feedback. You saw a little bit of it with a steal and maybe a block there as well, I think, in that game. The Showdown season starting on the 10th is going to have some City Edition jerseys up for grabs in the top placement rewards. Live events have some new functionality. That is one that I haven't looked at. So I believe that if we're going to live events, I'm not entirely sure, but I think that some of the graphics have changed. There's little indicators to show whether they're repeatable, which you can see here on the Game of the Night. It's got that little repeatable icon and some little changes to the timers as well. So let me go out to a campaign and see what it looks like, for instance, in the Black Friday campaign. Let me see if we notice that there. I think these are just mainly graphical changes. We got kicked out for a second. I'm not sure why. Let's try that again. And we'll try going back into campaigns. Can we get into the Black Friday one? We can. So you'll notice there that there is now, there's a very clear repeat icon. I think this is still showing the old graphic, but the new graphic is that little blue icon. So it very clearly shows events that are repeatable, which is really nice as well. And then of course, the last thing I touched on was some gameplay changes in terms of tuned rebounding and missed dunks and contested AI shots. So keep an eye out for those in game. They are really, really exciting. Okay, sorry for that quick edit there, but I've actually jumped onto my Discord server, so link in the description. Make sure you join up if you haven't already. And I've jumped into the Ask EA channel. Brian has shared some screenshots of some of the Showdown Masters. I talked about them in my Showdown video a few days ago. Make sure to hit that up if you haven't already seen it. But let's take a look at some of these screenshots. So we've got look at the Showdown sets, the Showdown Masters. You've got that trade-in set there for tokens, and you can earn these tokens. If I go back out and scroll up a little bit, here is the required tokens for each of the sets coming for those Showdown Masters. So hit pause on a video if you want to get more, take more of a look at that. Here is a look at the in-game news that will be dropping. Once again, hit pause if you'd like to read through that. And also a look at some of the master sets as well. So as I said, hit pause if you want more of a breakdown, but you can also always join my Discord server. All of that stuff is accessible to everyone who's an active member there in the Ask EA channel. So definitely check that stuff out. And now, firstly, thank you for watching this video. It's been a comprehensive breakdown of all the new stuff coming in-game on Monday. I am super, super pumped, but I am going to wrap this video up now, and we're going to do that little montage of a little bit of gameplay with each of the City Edition jerseys. So make sure to enjoy that. Make sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any future content, and I'll see you next time.